An inside look at the Peppertree Apartments. Still no sense of safety for many families living there. And WREG investigator Zanetta Lowe learned the owners were just promised a whole lot more of your money despite mounting concerns.
A banner to attract new families hangs on a fence outside the Peppertree Apartments in Whitehaven the very same day a federal judge barred the owners from signing leases with new tenants for the second time in less than a year. The court says evidence suggests the property is currently in a state of disrepair after multiple walkways collapsed, injuring at least 2 people.
Can you see this stick right here?
Yes, ma'am.
It's leaning, like it's like the walk, like it's too heavy, it's too, it's too weak for to hold this up.
This resident says even temporary repairs to shore up the walkways aren't safe. We're not showing her face because despite her fears about safety, like many at Peppertree, she's more afraid of losing the security of a roof over her head. Another resident sent us this video showing just how easily the wood moves and a gap at the bottom.
Y'all are worried that could still collapse.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense, and it really is not fair to those tenants to have to live in conditions where your sidewalk is falling in, on top of you or underneath you.
The Memphis Fire Department says it collapsed shortly before 6 Tuesday evening.
It doesn't make sense for buildings to catch on fire. I don't know what the reason is, but more than one time.
As y'all can see back here now, everything's still on fire.
The fire department told us just minutes ago it's the leasing office that's on fire.
It doesn't make sense that your children have to wake up to gunfire.
I'm at the point I just tell my kids just lay down on the floor.
City Councilwoman Patrice Robinson has served the district that covers Peppertree for 7 years. Long enough, she says, for the owners to clean up the problems.
I know it's expensive. However, that's the business they decided to be in, and they need to be held accountable.
We've learned they, Germantown-based Tesco, the owners of the taxpayer-funded complex, get plenty of your money to get the job done. Since 2012, Tesco's received more than $22 million from HUD for housing assistance payments at Peppertree, money that covers rent for tenants at the 306-unit complex. And the News Channel 3 investigators uncovered records revealing just as attorneys were citing safety concerns so bad they didn't think anyone else should live there, the federal government handed Tesco millions more. In late November 2021, Peppertree was declared a public nuisance.
Residents often sleep on the floor to avoid being hit by stray bullets.
The DA's office said police were called to the complex more than 1,600 times in less than 18 months. A judge's order stopped all new leases and renewals. On December 1st, 2021, former district attorney Amy Wyrick and city attorneys took their case to federal court, even citing WREG's reporting in their filings. Tesco countersued.
So as those problems are happening and a judge is saying no new tenants, don't renew leases, HUD, THDA, Tesco sign a brand new agreement worth several $1 million.
So, do we have a copy of that agreement?
I do.
Tesco signed a new contract with HUD on December 1st, 2021, the very same day the federal lawsuit and countersuit were filed. The deal runs 10 years and pays the company more than $2 million a year.
This is the new contract.
And I don't see a lot of words. I see money.
Over the next 10 years, Peppertree's owners are slated to pull in more than $23 million.
What I am concerned about is that this is basically the same contract that I've seen before.
HUD's own rules say housing assistance payments shall only be paid to the owner for eligible families leasing decent, safe, and sanitary units.
But we should have an addendum to this to say that these are the things that are currently out of order in this particular complex, and we need to bring those up to our specifications with some timeline.
How and why would HUD, THDA, and Tesco sign a brand new 10-year contract if these conditions exist as they are right now?
Yeah. Well, you have to remember, if we're involved in that agreement, it is only on administering a contract that HUD has put on that property.
Ralph Perry is the executive director of the Tennessee Housing Development Agency.
The question would be directed to whoever at HUD felt that it was appropriate to renew that contract.
We asked HUD that very question and got a one-sentence response. HUD is aware of the situation at Pepper Tree Apartments. However, due to ongoing litigation with the property owner, we are unable to comment further. The News Channel 3 investigators did get a lengthier response late last year to questions about the complex being declared a public nuisance. A spokesperson calling it unacceptable for individuals, particularly seniors and children, to live in substandard conditions, and said when property owners fail to fulfill commitments, HUD is prepared to take enforcement action.
And this owner and this property management company appear like they don't even care. They'll pay lawyers to fight it in court, but they won't pay out money to fix the property.
You know, everything Mayor Strickland said put me down as seconding.
Should we at some point be having another conversation about oversight and accountability?
I think the fact that the courts have stepped in the case of Pepper Tree, I mean, that is one remedy in very extreme circumstances.
A move that will hopefully assure families like this mother and her 3 children they have a safe place to call home.
Everybody wants to move. Nobody likes the apartments because of they're not right. Honestly, I feel like they need to be shut down.
Now, we reached out to Tesco about the new contract and repeatedly over the last few months about the ongoing problems at Pepper Tree, and we've yet to receive a response. Zanetta Lowe, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, and Zanetta did get one more response. She spoke with Alexander Wharton, the attorney representing Tesco in federal court. Wharton says just because you're under contract doesn't mean you get off scot-free. He says HUD has a number of different ways to enforce the obligations outlined. Wharton added his client wants a resolution to all of this, and they believe the key for all parties is to work together. We could find out by late December if and when Pepper Tree can bring on new tenants. That's when 120 days will be up.